Welcome to our first online English class. This is lesson 1 of level 3. We're filming here at Hunt Valley Church where we always had class until COVID-19 changed our world. We'll do our best to teach this new way for now, and we know you'll do your best to learn with us. I am Marge. Most of you know me already. I have with me Barb, who you know as one of the teachers who sat and helped you through your lessons last year. She'll be teaching you this year also. And there are some things that I would like to tell you that you can do to make yourself fluent in English. And I have some vocabulary words, and fluent happens to be one of them. Okay, so fluent is the ability, being able to express yourself easily in a language. My husband is fluent in Spanish because he lived in Spain for 6 years, and he had to be, or he would have never eaten. So that's what fluent is. We're aiming for you all to be fluent and at ease speaking English. The next thing you can do is to schedule. Schedule is to set aside time to do something. Schedule can be a verb, the action of scheduling, or it can be a noun. It can be a daily plan or a weekly plan, or your work schedule, for instance, can be your work schedule. The next word, vocabulary word, is resilient. Think of a mattress that you press down and you let go and it pops back up. That is being resilient. And that's what we want you to be. It's to snap right back, come right back. Determination. Determination definition is a very firm intention to just keep on going. Be determined. Be determined to finish. I'm determined I'm going to scrub this floor today and get it done. I'm determined I'm going to fix my car. Even though I've never fixed a car before, I'm going to fix it. I am determined to do it. Cursive, that's the form of writing that is flowy and flows together. And I understand they're not teaching that in elementary schools these days, but it is a very pretty and fast way of writing. And they tell me that when you write in cursive, something happens in your brain to make you retain that information. I don't know if that's an absolute truth, haven't checked it, but an ESL teacher did tell me that. So I'm taking it as truth, and it is faster too. Culture. Culture is the way of life of a group of people. It's their customs, their traditions. So that we're going to be talking about our American culture. So that's those words. Now, back to the things that you can do to make yourself fluent in English. They are: schedule a study time. Make a plan to study a little every day. Read something in English. Look up the words that you don't know. Learn a song. Learn a song in English. You can sing a song. That way you're getting pronunciation, you're getting intonation, you know where the syllables lie in a word. It's just a fun way of scheduling your practice. Okay, take notes. I hope you have a pencil and paper ready because it is important to take notes. Like I said, your brain remembers when you write things down. That I know works because it works for me when I do things like that. And cursive is the way to go if you're used to writing cursive, and it's a quick way to go. Okay, another thing is don't be afraid of making a mistake, making mistakes in conversation or writing something. Don't be afraid, just keep going. The only way you fail is not to try. Okay, and we want you to be resilient. If you fall down, you just get back up, right? Be that way. Show and practice resilience. Like that mattress that pops back up when you press it down, comes back up. We want you to do that. Have determination. Continue working and learning even when you feel like giving up. We know you have that already. You do have that because you're here. You've left your country and you've come here. So you have determination and you're very brave. And we love you for that. So each class you can expect to learn vocabulary and pronunciation, grammar, a new idiom or some kind of fun thing, I hope it's fun, and something about our culture. So this is what you can kind of expect to get from each of these lessons. Okay, so let's start with a little grammar. This is going to be really repeat and review for you, but I imagine since our world has gone from this big to this big, maybe you're not speaking English as much as you did when your world was this big. So let's review, and we're going to get harder, but let's do some easy stuff. Okay, the simple present tense. I speak English. That is a fact. That is happening now. I speak English. I brush my teeth twice a day. Simple present tense, I brush my teeth, can be regular or repeated action also. And you're using the present tense of brush. I didn't brush my teeth twice a day. I brush my teeth twice a day. I always do that. It's repeated. Sharks live in the ocean. That's a fact. That's another way of expressing present tense, is in a fact. The verb live, an action word, live. Live in the ocean. That is a fact, and that is what happens now. Okay, the next one is the present continuous tense. I am teaching an English class, and that's happening right now. You are watching a video. She is filming this lesson. She is filming this lesson. You don't see her, but she's back there filming this lesson. Thank you, Lynn. So these are things that are ongoing and happening right now. Also, we use the present continuous tense when we talk about something that is ongoing, that is happening around the same time of speaking, but not right then. So if I would say, I'm reading a great book, it's just the best book, I'm reading this really good book, I don't mean I'm actually reading it while I'm talking to you. That's not happening. I am reading it. It's happening around this time, but not at that moment. But that is also the present continuous tense. I am learning to speak Italian. I'm taking classes and I'm learning to speak Italian. So that is also the present continuous tense, but I'm not learning it right now as I'm talking to you. I'm not taking a class or reading the book or taking notes or singing an Italian song. The other thing is we are staying at a hotel because a tree fell on our house. That is also present continuous tense. We are staying at a hotel. But I'm not staying there as I'm speaking to you. I'm not sitting in the hotel room, okay? All right, so that present continuous tense is talking about something that's happening around the time of speaking, but not at that moment. Okay, I think everybody probably has that, but if not, there's a little review for you. Are you confused by some of this? I understand if you are. Just remember the present continuous tense is used with some form of the verb to be. To be, here we are, we've got I am teaching an English class. You are watching a video, or you're watching a video, the contraction of, I'm going to write it, contraction of I'm, or your, or she's. And all of this is using a form of the verb to be, am, are, is. Okay? So much for that one. Now, okay, for a few days, you've heard the name of Ruth Bader Ginsburg. She passed away Friday at the age of 87, and I'm sure you have heard her name. You've heard her name for the last few days on the news. She was still a working judge at the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court is the highest court in our country. It is the last court to make a decision, and the decision is always final. There are 9 judges of the Supreme Court. It is the last court, like I said, that everybody can go to hear their case. When one of these 9 judges dies or retires, the president must find a replacement, and then the Senate must approve that replacement. And I want to tell you about a film that is so timely and so appropriate for you all to watch. I watched it just a couple of days ago. I think it was Saturday. If you have Netflix, it's a documentary, and please try and watch it. It's called Out of Many, One. Out of Many, One. And it's really worth watching. It's good to watch for 2 reasons for you all. It's the ceremony for people who are being sworn in a ceremony to become citizens. And it's a very solemn ceremony, but it's also very joyful. And it's just a wonderful thing to see. And the other reason is the person conducting that ceremony is Ruth Bader Ginsburg on this particular film. And E pluribus unum is found on our money. I guess that means we are one of many out of the whole country. Many states form one United States. Or it could mean that dollar you're holding is one of many dollars that we have in our country. We're a wealthy country. Okay, all right, I promised you something funny. And as you know, English is a complex and very unique kind of language. And it is no wonder that a lot of people do have trouble because there's so many aspects to English. In fact, the plant, or the vegetable, eggplant, has no egg in it. There's no egg in an eggplant. You know, the purple thing that you slice and you fry it, or you make eggplant with sauce and cheese. There's no egg in eggplant, nor ham in hamburger. No ham in hamburger. There's no apple in pineapple. There's no pine. No apple or pine in pineapple. Okay? Okay. Why is it that writers write, but fingers don't fing? Grocers don't gross, and hammers don't ham. That's English. Okay, and if the plural, if more than one tooth is teeth, why isn't the plural of booth beef? 1 goose, 2 geese. That's correct. 1 goose, 2 geese. So why not 1 moose, 2 meese? Oh, that's not the way it works. This is a good one. If teachers taught, why didn't preachers praught? Okay, that's the funny thing. And I want to end with a scripture verse from the book of Jeremiah, from the Old Testament. This is a timely one for everyone. It goes like this: I am the Lord, the God of every person on the earth. Nothing is impossible for me. And that's from the book of Jeremiah, chapter 32, verse 27. We need to hear that God is still in control. We need to hear that it's not over till God says so. We need to hear that life's problems are usually temporary and we must sit tight and trust God. A famous person, her name was Corrie ten Boom, said, "When a train goes through a tunnel and everything is dark, do you jump out? Of course not. You sit still and you trust that the engineer's going to get you through. If you feel discouraged and scared, trust God to get you through." That's it for our very first lesson, level 3. And may God watch over you and keep you safe till we can meet again and do this again. Thank you for listening.